my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on SABC3. Happy Thursday, and thanks for joining us at the start of a brand new day. Now, this morning, for our latest gaming action, we've got Grant Hines, who joins us. Look at him. Oh, my word!
Woo! Yes!
He ollied.
How we do? That's how we do.
That's amazing.
That's how we do.
That's amazing. That's the excitement of the morning, because we're talking about the all-new Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Is it 1 and 2?
It's 1 and 2. It's a remake.
A remake.
Of the two, in my opinion, best Tony Hawks ever made.
And this is for the PlayStation 4 and for the Xbox One.
It's for PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And it's literally, it combines those two games. They've remastered it, remade it in many ways. It's not exactly the same game.
Yes,
but that's what's good about it. If you've ever played Tony Hawk back in the day, if you've played all of them up to number 4, they included new mechanics all the way through. You know, it was kind of like the first version, and then all the way to the 4th version, they improved Tony Hawk as a game.
Yeah.
They took all those improvements and then plugged them all the way back up to Tony Hawk 1.
Unbelievable.
Which is great, so that you can do reverts to make sure that you get all your multipliers in. You know, there's a lot of nostalgia for me.
I was about to say, before we even get into like the improvements of it, I mean, this is a game that has a 20-year-long heritage. It comes from way, way back. So for those that don't know much about Tony Hawk Pro Skater as a game, give us the sense of why it's so revered by gamers out there, why it's so prolific, why it's so loved.
Okay, so like those of you who remember Tony Hawk will be old, like me, or like know that your parents had played it at some stage.
Yeah.
What made it so good was that it was just so responsive. It was like a really trick-centric. I remember being at school and people would play the game and then they would have all these rumors about what their high score was.
Yeah.
Like at school, you'd be like, yo, my friend David, my cousin, he's got like 8 million on Mercedes. And I'd be like, what? And then my brother and I would go home and we'd be like, we got to get that high score as well. And now with the internet, because remember, we didn't really have internet like that prolific. We didn't play games online. We had to see those scores in magazines and stuff.
That's true.
Now it's online, and kids can play against each other on the internet.
Yeah.
They can compete. There's a multiplayer mode. You can play in the same map and try beat each other's high scores as you go along, which is super fun. And it's just like they've literally made like a party pack of everything that was amazing about Tony Hawk and did it extremely well.
Yeah, man.
It really is. Tony Hawk 5 was absolute trash. It was such a bad game. And then this came out, I'm like, I want more Tony Hawk. They really need to do it.
Let's not forget that the game itself was named after the legend that is Tony Hawk. What does he represent in the world of skateboarding? Like, he's like the godfather
He
of
was the first person to do the 900, like rotate 900 degrees. That's how many, you could work out how many. That's a lot
3.5. No, it's less than that, because 360 is 1.
Wait, it's 8? It's 8 spins? No, it's not.
No, because one whole spin is
360. Yes, my math is bad.
2.5.
I'm just too excited.
2.5.
2.5.
It's about 2.5.
Wow, that's a lot. Can you imagine how much hang time you must have?
So for skateboarders, for the community, this is a game that like represents their culture, their style, what they're all about. And of course then, you know, for new adopters as well, for guys who are picking up the game right now, it's something that's pretty easy to get into because it's fun. It's free play, you're skating around
it's very
cities like
arcadey.
New York. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's not like Skate, which was a little bit more like technical. This is the arcadey version of that. And it's really a legacy of video games. It's one of my favorite video game series of all time. Yeah. I had the best time with my brother, playing with my family, and playing with like friends at school, just passing the controller around. Yeah, like a lot of those games are usually like FIFAs, where your friends come around and play. Yes. Tony Hawk's back, and you can play split screen with your friend on the couch. You can play online. It's just it's back to that. Like, you know, yo, man. So I'm so excited.
Yeah, I can see that. So what's your overall verdict? I mean, you think that people are going to love it? You think that the
people are going to love it. It is done. It's phenomenal. Yeah. Like, they could not have made a better love letter to Tony Hawk. They could not have made it better in many ways. Look, the soundtrack is there even. They've added a whole bunch of new songs. There's a whole new generation of music, which I'm being introduced to in those genres, which, you know, I used to listen to in high school. I'm going like, wow, MXPX are still making music? Like, wow,
dude.
You know, like, it's really, really cool.
Listen, I want you to give us a little bit of gameplay. I think we have a camera set up for that right now, so you can check out that screen. And I'll tell you very, very quickly what is very exciting while Grant gives us a bit of breakdown of gameplay. Now, of course, a trusted review from our trusted gamer, but this might even inspire the 90s skaters out there to pick up their boards and go for a skate again. Maybe even pick up a new console and try out this new game. Now, we're also giving away one Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Collector's Edition hamper to a lucky viewer. The prize contains one PS4 Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 full game, Digital Deluxe Edition content, limited edition full-size birdhouse skateboard deck, and then, of course, you can visit our Facebook page as well and see the post and let us know what's the 90s nostalgia? What does it do to bring you kind of like back to the 90s in terms of gaming? What does it bring back for you in memory? You can check out the question over there. T's and C's can be found on our Expresso Show website, expressoshow.com. And
that
also,
skateboard
yes,
is signed by Tony Hawk. Yeah! That's really big.
The skateboard that you can win
is signed by Tony Hawk.
By Tony Hawk himself. Get excited, get amped. That is super, super amazing. The game will keep you busy for the longest time and looks absolutely fantastic as well. G-Man, always exciting to have you on the show to talk about all of these things.
You know.
I want to give it can I give it a try?
Of course you can.
Yeah? Okay, cool.
I'm gonna skate.
Wait, so, okay, you can do the
I'm
look at that. I
inspired
just did something on the board. Look at that. Get in there.
Can I ollie?
Yeah,
Is this something I can
Go.
do?
Kickflip. Oh.
Oh! Yes! I've done everything I want to do on TV. I retire.